Okay, I haven't checked in a little bit. So I was at Zion Monday night, Tuesday night, and this is Wednesday morning. Um, so we set up camp Monday night, got some rest. I had dinner with my neighbors at the campsite right next to me. Invited me over to have dinner with them. They're a nice couple from the Netherlands. They started out in Tennessee a couple weeks ago, and they're working their way across the country. They're in a rented RV, which looked pretty nice. But it was really nice just to talk to, uh, somebody from the Netherlands. It was really cool. You could tell they understand English, but you had to talk a little slowly and kind of explain things a little bit more, which I thought was really nice that they put up with me, the dumb American, I guess. But yeah, it was fun. So then the next day, I got up and I took Echo and we went to Zion and we walked to Zion. And apparently, there's two ways to get into Zion. There's you drive your car into Zion National Park, and then there's the pedestrian way to get into Zion Park. Well, me being just not knowing, I was just walking the path or the roadway to get there, and there were sidewalks, so I just assumed that you could just walk in through this way, and I went through where you would drive your car through instead of the pedestrian way. But anyway, we made it to where we were supposed to be going anyway. We got to the trail, and it's a really nice trail through the canyon. It's all paved. It's one of the only trails that allow you to have your dog with you. So, and I had to take him with me. So Echo and I just walked the whole trail out and back. We got all the way out to the turnaround spot, sat down. He got some water. I had some water. Had a snack. It was actually right next to a bus stop, so there was a couple buses that stopped, and we got to wave to people because everybody loves a dog, so everybody wants to see Echo and see how he's doing. So we did that, and then walked all the way back to the camp, and that was fine. It was a great walk. It was good exercise. I enjoyed it, but I didn't realize how much it was gonna wear out Echo, because for the rest of the day, all he did was sleep and eat and drink water, which was great. So we just hung out at camp, and I got a new small portable like Weber grill, one of the charcoal ones. So I put that together. I made lunch, hung out, just a really good day, just at camp, and just relaxing and everything else. And that evening, we went to bed relatively early. We climbed into the camper. We watched a couple shows, and it was great. And I kind of planned out what today was going to be, because today's a big travel day. Today we're going to go see the Grand Canyon, we're going to see Hoover Dam, and then we're going to stay overnight. Um, what's it called? Boulder Beach Campground, which is right on Lake Mead, I believe, but it's real close to Hoover Dam and Vegas, I guess is really close as well. So I planned that all out last night, and then I also just was looking at my camper over, making sure I had everything, learning a lot about the camper itself, because this was only my second night sleeping in it. So I'm just preparing to pack up camp and get ready for this journey today. So I had mapped everything out on my phone as far as today's trip goes, and it's all set in my phone and it's ready to go. So I didn't realize that I was going to actually get to drive through the Zion National Park, which I did, and it was very awesome. And luckily, my other camera had plenty of card left and battery left that I just put it up on the dashboard and let it play. And you guys are going to get to see that, so that's awesome. And I can't wait to actually see the video, because the roads are pretty narrow, and you get to go through the tunnel with Zion. And so I was just paying attention, because I'm still getting used to driving with the trailer on, so I was doing all that. And it was a great drive. It really reminded me, like, not in the views, like, the views are spectacular, they're completely different from this, but like driving through West Virginia and Virginia driving through the mountains there, that's what it reminded me of, all the switchbacks and stuff. But they're totally different. So don't think that they're the same at all. They're not. Totally different. This is, I mean, they're beautiful. They're each beautiful in their own right. But this was spectacular. So I can't wait to go back and watch that video. So this is just me checking in. I'll maybe check in tonight. Maybe I won't. We'll figure it out. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoy the drive through Zion National Park the way I did. I'll show some clips of it here, obviously. And we'll talk later. Thanks. Bye. Okay, this is future Murph, who's doing all the editing for these videos, and you just got to see like a little bit of a recap me talking. But right now, this video is going to be more about the drive for that day, where we go and see the Grand Canyon at Desert Viewpoint, and then also we're going to go and stop at the Hoover Dam and get to see that. So you'll get to see that in the coming videos, but sit back and enjoy this little part of the ride to Desert Viewpoint. And then once we get there, I'll jump back on here and give you guys kind of a recap and talk about the photos I took while I was there and how much fun it was. So Desert Viewpoint was an extraordinary experience. I didn't realize how much I was going to enjoy just standing and looking across the Grand Canyon and seeing the Colorado River and all the colors. It almost looked unreal to me, and can't really tell from the pictures of the video that I took, but take my word, it is well worth stopping and seeing Desert Viewpoint. And that tower was built in 1932, and it's meant to represent other towers in the Southwest region. But man, you could see for days standing there, and it was just really cool to be there. And I got to walk Echo all the way down, and he got to enjoy it too. The only thing was he was kind of antsy and jumping around because we've been in the car a little bit, so I didn't get the best video. And you'll see one of the videos I did add to this. It's a little shaky, so just bear with me on that. And but the pictures are just unreal, and I'm really happy with just making that stop and choosing Desert Viewpoint as my view of the Grand Canyon. And someday I'll definitely want to go back to the Grand Canyon and see more of it. But as a first time seeing the Grand Canyon, man, Desert Viewpoint was definitely the way to stop and check it out, and I'm very happy about it. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy this. And from here, we hit the road again, and we're on our way to the Hoover Dam. And then we're going to spend the night at Lake Mead before we hit the road for Yosemite the next day. So I'll pop back on here with you guys when we reach the Hoover Dam and give you some insight on my time there. So this is right after I finished up with security at the Hoover Dam. security guard was super nice. He just had me, he walked around my entire trailer setup, had me open some things up. They just wanted to make sure, everything's safe. They want to make sure you don't have a drone or anything like that with you. Just security stuff. But he was pretty laid back, really kind of a really great guy. I enjoyed that. So, but then I didn't realize this, but I get to drive across the Hoover Dam. When I was researching going to see the Hoover Dam the months before this, I didn't think you were allowed to. Like a lot of everything that I read was like that you're not allowed to drive over it anymore. So to actually get to drive across it was pretty exciting. So yeah, just sit back and relax, and you're gonna get to see the whole thing right now. Okay, this part right here is where we're actually on the dam and we're crossing over. Um, I didn't realize that it actually straddled the two states, so it's pretty neat to see that. And it shows you can actually see. I don't know if you caught it there, but the those doors are like look like they're made of gold, basically. I know they're probably just plated, but it was pretty neat to see. So from here we go across, and then we're going to work our way up to an overlook. So that's where we're at right now. Just heading on over to the overlook. I pulled over here because I didn't know exactly if once I got up to the top of this overlook, if I was going to have a place to park because I was pulling my trailer. But I knew that I could pull over right here and get some pictures. So that's exactly what I did. So there's my goofy butt just out here snapping some photos, which you'll get to see here later on in the video. And then I'm goofing myself right back into the video to continue up this little ways up to park the vehicle and then see it from a different angle. So yeah, this is kind of the top where you can park. There's plenty of spots and stuff. But what I did is I just turned right around here, and then there's another parking lot just below this that I pulled over, and Echo and I got out and we walked around a little bit. You're gonna see us pull down here a little ways. Just turn here, and then take a little bit of a left, and then right into this parking lot here. Yep, plenty of room. They had some pretty good views from up here, which you guys will get to see. There you go. Who's that guy with the dog? Yep, that's me. Getting pulled along by Echo, which is not unusual. It happens all the time. Oh, a selfie. Nice. These were all the pictures that I took while I was around the Hoover Dam here. God, it's so massive. It's pretty cool. Some of the same shots here, but man, the Hoover Dam is super impressive. Unfortunately, the museum and stuff wasn't open by the time I got there late in the evening, so I didn't get to learn any of the history or anything. I'd love to go back and go through the museum. I bet it would be really interesting to do. But I got plenty of good shots, huh? This is the campsite I stayed at Lake Mead. Completely paved. Had a really great picnic table. Good view of the lake.